Hello there everyone, and welcome to a Pokemon Sword and Shield Wi-Fi battle. As I'm sure you're aware, they took away the Versus recorder, so the battles will have to be recorded live, or recorded live and then dubbed over later. Today I'm opting to do a live battle. I've tried to do this many times, only for the battles to end up terribly, or just find my opponent is a child using legendaries. But all seems well here. Very interesting team they've got on their end. I don't see any form of hazard removal, so I will lead with my Shuckle, hoping to get up all my hazards. A lot of these Pokemon here are Pokemon that were transferred in from the previous gen, thanks to Pokemon Home, such as the Hydreigon, who I could have recreated in this game, but I had one in Home, so I figured why not. Yes, all of them in fact are, except for the Excadrill. I did recreate Excadrill because Excadrill was very handy to have. But that Togekiss up there, that's a Cleric Togekiss with Wish and Heal Bell. So let's see how this battle goes. My opponent is a random that I was able to match against rather quickly. So let's see how good their Pokemon skills are. And nice, we have ended up with the gym leader music, which of course is fantastic. We see the Hippo, perhaps him wanting to set up his own hazards as well. Let's get up our hazards. I don't fear anything from a Hippo. Dynamaxing is a thing to keep in mind though. Out comes the Earthquake. My max physical defense Shuckle takes that like a champ. And that was a critical hit. As we just get up our hazards. So, Sticky Web and Stealth Rock go up. And from what I can see on my opponent's team, he has no way of removing them. Up go the rocks. And since this is a Shuckle that was transferred in from the previous game, we do have the move Toxic, which I was going to go for, but it seems we've been forced out. And unfortunately for me, Toxicroak is certainly not a Pokemon I want facing down a giant ground Hippo. So I'm immediately going to have to switch, and who should I switch into? It would be tempting to go into Solrock, but then probably just going to roar me out, isn't he? Tell you what, I do have lots of flying/levitating Pokemon, so let's go into Hydreigon. Hydreigon is one of my hardest hitters on this team. As out comes the Earthquake. But we levitate right over that. Now, do I take the gamble of going for a nasty plot, or should I go straight on the offense in case he just roars me? Tricky, tricky. Let's see. His other Pokemon. A switch into the Togekiss could be a thing, so I'm actually going to take the risk here and Nasty Plot. Perhaps he won't be expecting it, and perhaps he won't roll me out. So we get the Nasty Plot up, doubling our special attack, but ugh, my risk did not play off, as out comes Roar. Can we be roared into something useful? Roared into Shuckle, okay. Shuckle is the Pokemon I wanted to use, so let us go for a Toxic. We land the Toxic. And now this Hippo's time on the field is numbered. Out comes the Roar, just continuing to roar out my Pokemon. But I guess at this point I know I'm probably best off not going for setting up. Did I need Togekiss for anything? No, sorry, did I need Excadrill for anything? We look at his team once again. And the main thing I'd want Excadrill for is the Togekiss. I'm a rather bulky Excadrill, so I'm hoping I can live any one attack from this Hippo. So I'm going to go for an Earthquake here, get us off as much damage as I can. Hopefully this should do over half, especially with the toxic damage. And yes, that is the case. Out comes an Earthquake in retaliation. Can I survive that? Oh, we do, just. Excellent. What are the chances that Hippo has Rocky Helmet? I'm gonna say they're low, and I'm gonna go for an Iron Head on the off chance he switches into something that's flying. He does switch. And goes into the Galar Champion. Ah, okay, interesting. My Earthquake would have been super effective on that as well, but perhaps this is what he's planning to Dynamax. Iron Head goes out, does substantial damage, and we can just fire off another Earthquake. Even if he does Gigantamax now, he's still going down. That was a bad switch on his part. Out goes the Earthquake, and Torgamord is no more. Torgamord. Not a word I'm familiar with. I'm wondering if it's that Pokemon's name in a different language. As out comes the Galar Champion. Ooh, Tempo. Okay. Well, I'm okay if Excadrill goes down here, so let's get off as much damage as we can. Hit it with the Iron Head, doing nice damage, and he's able to live and hit me with a Drain Punch. Rillaboom is a Pokemon I've not really looked into much, considering its hidden ability, Grassy Terrain, or Grassy Surge, has yet to be released. I know that when that comes, that thing is going to be brilliant. Should I try the Solrock play? You know what? I think I'm going to try the Solrock play, guys. Now, some of you may know Solrock from those raid battles where it sits there doing nothing but rock polishing and cosmic powering. However, I only have rock polish, and I'm gonna give it a go. Then again, maybe I should go straight on the offense. Let's look at his team. Anything that may outspeed me. The Corviknight? No. In which case, I'm gonna go straight on the Dynamax. Oh. It's a shame I'm unable to Dynamax and raise my speed at the same turn. Ah, screw it. Let's just go for the Rock Polish and hope that we can live a Grass move. I do have tons of HP investment. Hopefully I can live anything it wants to do at about 1 or 2 HP. But I do know that thing is pretty powerful, so let's see. Oof, 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 oof. Oh, we do live with low HP. Lowers our speed, but we boosted it. And of course, that activates our beloved weakness policy. And with that, it's time for the Dynamax. This is not a Smogon match, so Dynamaxing is a thing. In all these random matches I do, I have to assume the opponent's going to Dynamax at some point. As we get up the sun. All hail this Solrock. It's a shame it doesn't really have a way of regaining any HP. I believe it does get Morning Sun. Maybe that's something I should look into. But then again, I do like the coverage that this Pokemon currently has. So we set up the Psychic Terrain, meaning the power from our Psychic attacks is going to be a lot more severe now. As down goes the Little Grass Monkey. And what will he send in next? I have Ground, I have Psychic, and I have Rock. As out comes the Galar Champion, the Steel type, the one Pokemon that I may not be able to kill in one hit. However, I am at +2 physical attack, so we will give it a go. As nice as it would be to go for Max Quake, I'm going to have to go for Max Rockfall, which is neutral, since Rock is good against, if this is Gigantamax, then perhaps he does have a way of removing entry hazards. And we see it is the Gigantamax form, but it wouldn't make too much sense for him to go for the non-effective move here. Although my health is low, so I guess we'll see. I'm hoping I do 50 to 60% with this rock attack. As we slam the rock into the bird, and we do about 60% damage to it. Setting up the Sandstorm as well. As out comes Max Steel Spike, raising its physical defense. Right, so I've got to use a special attacker. I've got Hydreigon, but who else have I got? Just Togekiss. Alright, Hydreigon, it looks like it's up to you. So we send out Hydreigon, our premier special attacker. Now Hydreigon. Let's check your moves, actually. Why? 85 versus 80, but not very effective. So it looks like I'm gonna have to go for a Dark Pulse here and hope for the best. I should outspeed, considering Corviknights are not one of the fastest Pokemon around. I do outspeed and I do okay damage, but it is not enough. As wow, out comes a bug move. What bug moves does Corviknight get? U-turn, perhaps. Lowers my special attack, which is a bit annoying. But I think either I'm very almost going to finish it off, or it will live, just. But even then I'll be able to bring in something to finish it off. Oh, he actually withdraws. Opting to save that bird, knowing it will be a bit of an obstacle for me later. And switch into Togekiss, perhaps? Yes. Now that is dangerous. Togekiss is a dangerous Pokemon, but we did good damage with the Stealth Rock. Okay. Should I save Hydreigon for later? I think I will if I can, because its special attack is very powerful. And maybe now's a good time to bring in the Shuck. Yes, let's bring in Shuckle once again. Shuckle's special defense is raised. Wow, extreme speed. We had the Psychic Terrain up for that anyway. Maybe it... I know. Let's go for an Encore and find out what this thing wants to do. I'm pretty sure it can't hurt me. I do think he may switch, in fact. Let's see. Taking his time to decide. The unfortunate thing about live battles is they always take so much more time than the regular battles that I like to do. And we have locked it into Fire Blast. Now, is that a good thing for me? What other Pokemon do I have? I have the Toxicroak. He wouldn't appreciate it. Hydreigon would, but its health is so low that it wouldn't. And I've got my own Togekiss. This is going to be a difficult match. In any case, let's set up Toxic. With the Sandstorm Gun, he's doing a bit more damage to me each time now. But at least the entry hazards are there to stay, and there's nothing he can do about that. I did think he'd get rid of them with the Corviknight, since its G-Max move does get rid of entry hazards, but strange, that's not what he did. Definitely no one I could switch into here. I could switch into Togekiss. That wouldn't really help me. Okay. I guess let's just go for another Toxic in case he wants to switch. I'm probably going down here. Is he gonna switch? Or is he just gonna finish me off? The only problem is if he does switch into that damn bird and get a roost off, then I can Encore it, sure, but... And Togekiss having priority means I'll have to be very careful with what moves I do use. But no, he does stay in, allowing Shuckle to go down. Fine by me, I finally get a nice free switch. The Encore ends. Right. I'm gonna take a risk here. When I took a risk earlier, it came back to bite me in the butt. But I'm gonna hope he's just gonna go for extreme speed. If he goes for Air Slash, I'm in trouble. Damn, no priority. That means he's probably gone for Air Slash, which I'm guessing I'm not going to be able to live. So it's... oh, Sky Attack. Interesting. Does he have the item that makes it go? He does not have the item. Excellent. Meaning Togekiss goes down. Phew. A mixed Togekiss. Well, that is certainly interesting. Sky Attack's base power of 140 means it would do considerable damage, considering its stab. Out comes the thingy bug. Tricky. Remaining Pokemon: a poisoned hippo and a steel bird. What are the chances he's going to go for an attack? Let's try it. I hate taking these risks. But yes, he went straight on the offense, allowing me to go for the super effective priority move, Sucker Punch. Excellent. I was debating on whether I should go for, what was it, Poison Jab, but I wasn't sure if it would kill. I'm hoping that a +2 Drain Punch should be sufficient to take down the bird from where its HP was at. And I believe, if I remember correctly, the hippo's HP was sufficiently low as well, so that I should be able to do damage. My opponent here thinking, oh god, things aren't looking good, and that is certainly correct. Will he DC? Sends in the hippo. And at that HP range, I'm pretty sure Drain Punch will take it out. Especially with the Stealth Rock. Perhaps my opponent here is someone who's recently started out in competitive battling. Their team is decent, but their movesets were not exactly optimal. As we finish off the hippo. And it seems he didn't account for the entry hazards. Entry hazards are something that everyone who wants to get into competitive are something that you should definitely take account of. I would never build a team without a Pokemon that could remove entry hazards. For me, my preferred method is the Sticky Web. No, my preferred method is the Rapid Spin, since it removes the entry hazards from my side of the field, while Defog removes them from both sides. So if I use Defog, that would get rid of any of the entry hazards that I've set up against the opponent. As out comes the Galar Champion. And at that HP range, that is good game. Dies to the rocks itself. I thought it would actually live, but I guess I was wrong. Well, good game, Axley. And there we have it. My first live recording of a Pokemon Sword and Shield Wi-Fi battle. I hope you all enjoyed that. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you next time.